All right, so one of the words that we constantly hear is paradigms, right? And I would say along with that topic is if you're a person that wonders why like certain things continue to happen in your life, right? If you're a person who don't understand why like the same situations or the same people or we're attracting the same people into our lives, is if we like sincerely go back and see how we were brought up, how we was raised, or even in a good way, is that when you look at that and dissect those early years and those things that was drawn in, or those things that we grew up with, or those things that we grew up like witnessing, those are the things that was engraved and embedded deep into your subconscious. The subconscious is is the controller or the projector of your belief. It's the home of everything that you believe, everything that you hold to be true, everything that you hold sacred. And so it plays out and then it sends out these frequencies to attract everything. If it's how you view yourself, if it's what you believe that you're capable of, what you are worthy of, it's sending out because we as human beings, we operate off of frequency, off of energy. And if that's what you're emitting to the world, then that's what's going to come into your realm. And so once you learn how to learn the technique of how to change that, flip that, and understand after me studying and researching it and really come to know that you can change those paradigms. And I find oftentimes that a lot of our beliefs, a lot of our truths that we've been holding on to or hold to be true, I should say, is based off of things that happened 10, 15, 20, 30, 40 years ago. And so unless you go in and you have to clean that, you have to dissect that, you have to dump a lot of things out. If you're seeking to have something different, if you're seeking to attract that life that you have, and just know that you deserve it. But the basis is just simply just reteaching yourself, relearning how to identify not only what it is that you want and you deserve, and that place that you desire to be. The fact that you really have to break those things down because you don't have to be a victim of that mindset. You don't have to be a victim of what you grew up seeing or witnessing. You don't have to be a victim of anything really, you know. So your strength comes from letting letting go. Your strength comes from learning how to forgive. Your strength comes in changing how your perception on a lot of things and looking at it from a different viewpoint. And so you owe it to yourself. You owe it to if it's a situation like myself where you grew up with chaos and insanity and madness and heartache and just self hatred. If you grow up with all of these bad and negative things, you owe it to that little child to live that life that even when in the midst of all of that and when all of those horrible bad things was happening, that you hoped for, that you dreamed for, that you owe it to yourself to live your wildest dreams. You owe it to yourself to go out there what you know is will make you happy. You owe it to yourself to prove everyone who told you that you wasn't nothing, everybody who degraded you, everybody who put you down, everybody who said that it was impossible. You owe it to that little child that still resides within you to not only do that work, but to live that life that you know that you're capable of living. You owe that, not to anybody else. It's not about them. At this point, and at some point, you owe it to them, to you, first and foremost. It's not about anybody else other than the fact that going out there and living the life that God put us here to live. You're not a prisoner. Break free of the bondage. Break break those chains of lies and deceptions. Break that. You are set free, and so step out of it with the awareness that God wants to give us so many things if we open our hearts and if we open up our minds. Period.